Hi Leo, how's it going? I hope you're doing awesome today. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. This is going to be a general reading. Just take what resonates, leave the rest. Always check your sun and rising signs in case you have messages over there. I've already cleared the energy of the cards, so I'll pull all the cards and then I'll go through them individually. Let's see what messages Spirit has for you today, Leo. What guidance, what confirmation do you have for Leo today, please, Spirit? So your first card, Leo, represents your current situation, and you have the Knight of Wands. Your second card is what's crossing you, or what's challenging you, or your situation, or it could be what you're celebrating, and you have the Fool. Your third card represents the basis of your situation or foundation. You have the Seven of Pentacles. Your fourth card represents your past, but is relevant to your current situation. You have the Temperance card. It says equilibrium on this deck, and it came out reversed. Your immediate future card, what's likely to happen soon in your life, coming up soon, is the Six of Cups. Your sixth card represents the outcome you desire most in your situation. You have the Two of Swords. Your self-image card, how you see yourself. Six of Swords. Your environment, or how others see you in your situation. You have the Judgment card reversed. It says rebirth on this in this deck. Your hopes and fears. The Moon reversed. Again, if a card comes out reversed, it just means you're getting extra protection from Spirit. Eight of Pentacles is your future message, if all is to remain as is. On the bottom of the deck, you have the Seven of Cups reversed. So the Seven of Cups reversed, this card represents, let me just pull the deck up here, move my light here. Okay, move my candle a bit. This is the overall energy of your reading, the Seven of Cups, and it came out reversed. So this card reversed. So I'll give you all the information on each card, and again, just take what resonates. The Seven of Cups reversed could it could be saying that you're overwhelmed by choices. You may be dealing with some distractions. Spirit is saying you need clarity. You're making choices. It's a card of reality, sobriety, a lack of choice, a lack of opportunities, a lack of option, a lack of imagination, missed opportunities, feeling trapped, a lack of spiritual growth. It's a card of decisiveness, avoiding issues, focusing on the materialistic and the superficial. You're confused because too much is going on. You need peace and quiet to sort through the multiple choices confronting you. Spirit saying, let your feelings be your guide, okay? You got the Moon card reversed. That's your intuition. Your hopes and fears. That's about not trusting your intuition enough, okay? Let your feelings, let your intuition be your guide. The Seven of Cups reverse could indicates someone who's living in a dream world without any real choices, just fantasies and hopes. And then your first card that came out is the Knight of Wands. This is either you, someone in your life, or he could represent a situation. And again, this can be male or female in a general reading. Sagittarius energy. This card is about action, travel, taking risks, being open-minded, being a free spirit. So, if this is you, Leo, Spirit is saying you're courageous, energetic, charming, you're rebellious, you're a hero. For some of you, you're moving countries. It's telling you to finish what you started, being swept off your feet. The Knight of Wands is a shameless flirt, is fearless. The Knight of Wands can be hot-tempered. It's a card of adventure, being hasty, being adventurous. The Knight of Wands is warm, exciting, enthusiastic, has a lot of passion, takes inspired action, is confident, brave, sexy, self-assured. This knight is impetuous, impatient, generous, and ambitious. He's willing to go anywhere and do anything. He's happiest when he has a clear goal. He's probably very popular and the type of person people like to be around. He is given to grand gestures that spring from the best intentions. For example, he'd give the coat off his back even if it leaves him without a coat, but he can be undependable because he's impatient and impetuous. He can lose interest in the task at hand and run after the next shiny new challenge. Knights are messengers and travelers, and this knight is bringing you good news concerning work or social activities. His glad tidings may relate to almost any anticipated happy event. It could be a journey or a vacation, a change of residence or job, an engagement or marriage. And if this card represents a specific person, it could refer to a young man or woman in a general reading who is a relative or friend with the same qualities as the king and queen, who are his parents in the royal family. This person bearing the message can be trusted and is faithful. And then your second card is what's crossing you or what's challenging you or your situation, or it could be what you're celebrating. Again, Spirit is saying, if this is you, Leo, you're a free spirit. This is a card of freedom. Again, taking risks. When I say again, it just means Spirit is repeating the message, okay? The Fool is all about a fresh start, beginnings. Again, adventure, a new cycle, a clean slate, having faith, being spontaneous. It's a card of innocence, freedom, foolishness, carelessness, openness, trust, travel, youth. This card indicates being at a crossroads. There are a variety of paths you can choose, and this card suggests making an intuitive decision, even if it seems illogical. Again, Spirit is saying, trust your intuition. Okay, Leo? Really important when Spirit is repeating the messages. This is a moment for faith and trust in yourself and in the universe. Follow your heart and embrace whatever comes your way. You're embarking on a new way of life. This may involve a physical journey, moving to a new place, starting a new job, getting married, or divorced. It indicates a person who's beginning a spiritual path and has absolute faith in the universe. You have no fear and you feel that everything will turn out well. You may be in touch with the intuitive realm or may simply be naive about the future. The Fool represents a state of openness and faith that she or he will be supported in their adventure. At this time, you're out of sync with the rest of the world, but in a positive way. You want to go out on your own, full speed ahead, or you may feel isolated from the group, a loner. Your experience of the current situation is different from those around you. You feel as if you're marching to a different drummer, and you probably are. Listen to that drummer, for this is the beat of your authentic self trying to get your attention. And then your third card represents the basis of your situation or foundation. And you have the Seven of Pentacles. So this card is represented by Taurus. This card, again, Spirit is saying being at a crossroads. It's telling you to finish what you started. Again, persevere. Take stock. This is a card of harvest, rewards, results, growth, making progress, having a long-term view. Things are coming to fruition. Your hard work is paying off. This card could represent an inheritance, growing, planning, having patience, questioning things, taking a rest after working really hard, reevaluation of projects, disappointing returns, redirecting your efforts. It could represent some of you may be approaching retirement. You're receiving the benefits that you've earned by your own hard work. Okay? Like a farmer harvesting crops that he has nurtured through bad weather, you're reaping what you've sown. The harvest may still be a ways off, so keep tending your fields. You put in the time and effort and you've paid your dues. Now you will gain in your business or other enterprise. Not only that, but you feel great satisfaction from a job well done. Growth and good fortune are yours, well earned. This card is telling you to take a break. You've done all that you can do for now. This card indicates that your careful efforts, planning, resourcefulness, and research will pay off, and when the harvest comes, it will be a good one. And then your fourth card represents your past, but is relevant to your current situation. And you have the Temperance card reversed. This is Sagittarius energy. This is a card of self-healing, realignment. It's also a card of hastiness again, recklessness again, excess, self-indulgence, a lack of balance, extremes, a lack of perspective, discord. The Temperance card could imply someone's behavior that this card implies someone whose behavior is out of control and very clearly immoderate. It can, although rarely, suggest that an extreme stance is called for. This could represent, this card represents your past. So maybe this is how it was in the past. Not now, but it's reflecting now or affecting now, if that makes sense. The Temperance card reversed. extremes, self-indulgence, a lack of balance in an area of your life, Spirit is saying. A lack of perspective, being hasty, antagonizing. Things seem to be stalled, and there's not much you can do at the present except just to let things work themselves out, which they will in time. Again, Spirit is telling you to have patience. Patience is the key, for trying to force matters will just cause bad feelings and poor results. This is a time to concentrate on blending the different parts of yourself into a new form. Psychological, emotional, and spiritual. Temper extremes that throw you out of balance. And then your immediate future card, what's likely to happen very soon in your life, is the Six of Cups, upright. So the Six of Cups is represented by Scorpio. Immediate future. A card of acceptance, innocence again is coming up in your reading. Happy memories, healing. It's childhood memories. It's revisiting the past, being childish. A new opportunity is coming very soon. It's a card of new hope. Old friends, someone from your past might be coming back into your life, which you'd be excited about. Past influences, it's a card of yearning, family, support, protection, playfulness, youthfulness, creativity, feeling calm, goodwill, being nostalgic, like nostalgia, sentimental. This is a card of sweetness, kindness, and innocence. It brings with it memories of happy times in the past. It can represent a time of sweet, simple joys, or it can be something bigger. Maybe a passionate pursuit or beloved creative endeavor that you let go of will return to your life, or again, someone from your past whom you would welcome comes back into your life. This is a card of nostalgia, happy memories. It refers to a sentimental remembrance of things past. Knowing that you've been happy in the past will enhance your ability to be happy in the future. You're experiencing emotions connected to your past that will shed light on your future. You're feeling calm and collected about past events, putting them into perspective and beginning to understand how they can bring a bright future. And then the outcome that you desire most in your situation is the Two of Swords. This is Two of Swords is Libra energy. This card is about balance again, avoidance again. Spirit is telling you again that action is needed. Facing your fears. This is the third card that talks about being at a crossroad. So I'll definitely make a note of that, okay? Having to make a difficult choice. You're at a stalemate. This is a card of being impartiality. There's hidden information. You're not able to see the truth. It's a card of denial, restraint, making painful choices, caught in the middle, divided loyalty, stuck in the middle. The inability to move forward. It's a card of opposition. There's a sense of being bound together with someone or something. This card represents a difficult situation. You're dealing with two conflicting ideas or a challenging decision, but you're not willing to face a situation. You've closed your eyes to it. Rather than view it rationally, your emotions are distracting you. This situation would benefit more from a rational decision than from an emotional one. It can also represent a truce or a stalemate. It could represent a situation in which it appears impossible to move forward because you can't figure out with logic or intellect how to proceed, and you must rely on blind faith that the universe will handle things. So repeating that message again, I would make a note. You're stuck for some reason. You may be maintaining the situation by putting up a facade and ignoring the underlying tension that exists. This is an uncomfortable position to be in, but you aren't ready to do anything about it yet. You need to speak up and communicate clearly. Eventually, change must take place. You do have choices. Remove the blindfold and look honestly at the situation. And then your self-image card, how you see yourself, is the Six of Swords. This card is Aquarius energy. Talks about leaving something behind, moving on, breaking free of old patterns. There's a change of direction. You're going through a general change, a rite of passage. You're releasing baggage. You're accepting lessons. It's a card of respite, retreat, healing, going on a journey. It could be a journey by water or an internal journey, like a personal transformation. How you see yourself. You're moving from rough waters to smooth. You're leaving a bad situation and heading towards resolution. And although you're headed in the right direction, this card is reminding you to remember the troubles that you've gone through and to learn from them. They're all opportunities for gaining wisdom. You could be going on a trip. This card could also represent a change of scenery. Departure, distance, acknowledging fresh influences. Your reputation is restored. You're putting past troubles behind you. It marks the beginning of a new phase after a time of upheaval. You've rebalanced yourself and you're enjoying a new peace of mind. This is the calm after the storm, a period of smooth sailing with relatively few problems ahead. This is a time of integration or reintegration. Harmony and ease prevail. New people you can trust come into your life. After some intense suffering, you now feel optimistic and balanced. This card could also indicate a move or a journey over water. The destination may be unknown or the effects of the move may be uncertain, but luck is on your side. And any change you make will go smoothly. And then your environment card, or how others see you in your situation, is the Judgment card. Major Arcana came out reversed. This card is about failing to learn lessons, doubting yourself, a lack of self-awareness. It's a card of indecisive again, forced changes. It represents the inner critic, ignoring the call, false accusations, an unwillingness to learn karmic lessons, unfair blame, self-doubt, self-loathing. This card warns of hanging on to the past and using it as an excuse not to move forward, or it can mean moving forward but dragging the past with you. Interior factors are at work, but you have little or no control over them. You may be thinking about making some changes. And Leo, I just channel the messages. Unless I tell you it's from my own like intuition, then all the messages are from spirit. So don't shoot the messenger, okay? Emotionally, you may be called upon to grow up. Even if you aren't sure just how to handle what's happening, you must make peace with the changes. Judgment reverse can also indicate frustrating delays, postponements, possible loss or separation, and the need to cope with life's changes. Then your hopes and fears is the moon reversed, Pisces energy. We've already mentioned this. Feeling confused. It's a card of fear, self-deception. Okay, I don't know. I think that's a helicopter outside. Sorry if you can hear that. It's loud. Just let it pass for a second. Oh my God, I don't even know what that is. That's loud. Anyways, so yeah, the moon card warns of deceptions, dangerous emotional swings, giving into fears. So tread lightly. Self-deception, having clarity. It could represent an understanding, inner confusion, releasing fear, repressed emotions, repressed intuition. This card represents the truth, regaining composure. Your soul is calling for help, trying to get your attention. You may have been ignoring your lunar needs, self-nurturance, artistic expression, and receptivity. The demands of the day, the masculine side, are overwhelming you. You need time out to reconnect with your feminine side. You've allowed the pressures of the outside world to throw you out of balance, and you feel disconnected from your true self. Again, Spirit is saying it's time to rest and reflect. Release fear. Again, deception, anxiety, self-deception, a misunderstanding. You need clarity. You need understanding, or you have understanding. Then your future, if all is to remain as is the Eight of Pentacles upright, Virgo energy. So this card is all about, it's known as the Apprentice card. You've taken up a new job, a new craft, art, or a new activity. It's not an easy road, for being a beginner brings a hard learning curve and tedious repetition until you get it perfect. But because you have a goal and the passion that comes with a new endeavor, it's likely the bumpy beginning part of your journey. This journey will not discourage you. Having high standards, it's a card of productivity, accomplishment, hard work, self-employment, dedication, repetitive tasks. It's a card of success again, having new skills, qualifications, having confidence. It's a card of attention to detail, job satisfaction. It's a card of commission, achieving your goals, a new job, building a business, reputation again, craftsmanship, being skilled in craftsmanship and in business, scholarship, diligence, commitment, rewards, talent, mastery, expertise. You're integrating old skills into a new form, or you're adding new skills. You've tried various means of making your living, and you're now finalizing how you want to use your personal resources to fulfill your needs and expand. Your sureness of purpose guarantees success. Your craftsmanship will be rewarded by increased income, opportunity, and respect. So that is your reading, Leo. I hope you got some insight or guidance from that. Thank you for allowing me to channel these messages for you today. I'm really grateful. I hope you have an awesome rest of your day, and I'll see you next time. Take care. Bye.